Fighting for freedom, liberty, and the restoration of the Constitution. The Patrick Riggins Show. Call in now at 865-243-8255. That's 243-TALK. And now your host, Patrick Riggins.
Welcome back to the smooth sounds of the Patrick Riggins Show.
Yeah. Good times. Good times. Good times.
Good times here on NPR.
Patrick, you're special to me.
Wow. I think we'll turn that off.
Good times.
That's doing things to Tori.
Good times. I like Ambrosia.
Ambrosia's good. I heard this song this week, and I thought on well, it's on another radio station that plays music, so it's not really a competition for us.
Yeah.
So, but
The Hog.
The Hog, yes. Kind of a station known as a pig station.
There's Ambrosia the food.
Yes, that was Food of the Gods.
It wasn't that the marshmallow with the fruit in it.
Fruit in everything. I think it's
whipped cream. I'm sorry, the whipped cream with the fruit.
The Greeks or the Romans, one of them thought it was Food of the Gods.
Good times.
Somebody out there is going, "No, you idiot."
This is the exciting part of the show.
Yes. This is when the show gets going.
Anyway,
we're going to take calls to dedicate songs to your love.
Because I think the phone lines are down again.
Yeah. Well, we jam these phone lines anyway, so that's just what happens when you have a show of this caliber. Magnitude. All right. We're back here on the Patrick Riggins Show. We left off talking about the golden boy, Marco Rubio. You know, he's Hispanic. I don't know if you picked up on that or not, but he is. And he's also Republican. And he's supposedly conservative. That's what they say. I think we're disproving that right now. But anyway, getting back to his speech, I want to hit this a little bit more before I let it go. What he's talking about here is, and we kind of left off with this, I want you to listen to how we need to grow things in this country. And when he uses the word we, he means government, of course. But here we go.
If we can grow our energy industry, it will make us energy independent. It will create middle-class jobs, and it will help bring manufacturing back from places like China.
So we need to grow our energy industry.
We can also help grow our economy if we have a legal immigration system.
We need to grow our economy. And we do that, apparently, through solving our immigration problems.
Helping the middle class grow will also require an education system that gives people the skills today's jobs entail and the knowledge that tomorrow's world will require.
So, in addition to all of this, we're also going to keep our governmental noses in the education system. Because having government in that industry has helped make it a world leader, right? Sure it has.
We need to incentivize local school districts to offer more advanced placement courses and more vocational and career training. And we need to give all parents, especially the parents of children with special needs, the opportunity to send their children to the school of their choice. And because college tuition costs have grown so fast, we need to change the way we pay for higher education.
All of that could be solved very easily. Get the government out of education. Simple. Let private schools educate our children. I don't know what's so hard to understand about that. Well, really, I do. It would remove that education system from the government bureaucracy, which is unacceptable to a government-knows-best guy like Mr. Rubio.
Now, I believe in federal financial aid. I couldn't have gone to college without it.
Of course you do, Mr. Rubio. You delight in having taxpayers' hard-earned money spent to educate someone else. Oh, where is that in the Constitution, Mr. Rubio?
But government's role is wisely limited by the Constitution, and it can't play its essential role when it ignores those limits.
Federal financial aid is an example of ignoring the limits of the Constitution, isn't it? So, did you not believe that statement when you made it a few minutes ago, Mr. Rubio? You just stated you believe in federal financial aid. But that is outside the limits of the Constitution. Oh, wait a minute, I get it. you only think the government should be limited by the Constitution when it doesn't affect you or your situation. I see. So you're really no different than any other of the hypocritical members of Congress and the government. So surely this is the only program Mr. Rubio will be taking advantage of, federal student loans, even though they are not in the Constitution. If we were taking part in, well, I don't know, other unconstitutional programs, then how can we really put any stock in anything this man says?
One of these programs is Medicare. It's especially important to me. It provided my father the care he needed to battle cancer and ultimately to die with dignity. And it pays for the care my mother receives right now.
Okay. Another unconstitutional program Mr. Rubio thinks we need to keep. Now, let's see. What did he say about that again? Oh, I've got it right here.
But government's role is wisely limited by the Constitution, and it can't play its essential role when it ignores those limits.
Ah, but ignoring a limit when it involves your mom or dad, that's okay then, right, Mr. Rubio? He's Hispanic and Republican. Just want to put that back in. How can he stand here and give this speech with a straight face? No wonder he had to pause and drink some water during it. His mouth was getting dry with all the lying, the half-truths, and outright hypocrisy. He knows he doesn't believe in limited government. Just look at what he's doing. He is participating in all these unconstitutional programs. Things he just stated the government shouldn't be doing. Yet he does them.
Instead, we should grow our economy so that we can create new taxpayers, not new taxes. And so our government can afford to help those who truly cannot help themselves.
So the solution is more people paying taxes. Not less taxes, not less spending, not less government programs. Nope, we need more people paying taxes. How is this really that different than what the president is preaching? And again, we, the government, need to take care of those who cannot take care of themselves. I'm sorry, Mr. Rubio, I don't know what Constitution you're using, what version you have, but mine, the American version, doesn't have anything like what you're talking about.
And the truth is, every problem can't be solved by the government. Many are caused by the moral breakdown in our society. And the answer to these challenges lie primarily in our families and our faiths, not our politicians.
If every problem cannot be solved by the government, then why are you trying to do it anyway, Mr. Rubio? Your whole speech has been one of the government needs to do this and the government needs to do that. You don't believe the limited government argument you're making. If you did, you wouldn't want government sticking its nose in everyone's business. By the way, family values didn't make this country strong. No, and church attendance, that didn't do it either. It was freedom. Freedom and liberty. From these two things spring all these other benefits. You used to have stronger families because they had to depend on each other, help each other out. You couldn't go to the government because it wasn't providing handouts. The Constitution doesn't allow it. So family members have to help each other out. And this is what builds strong families. This is what made this country great. Strong families, strong communities. On a little bit bigger scale, strong communities are built when families help other families out. Again, because government isn't intruding into our communities, trying to knock out the charities and private individuals who are seeking to help others. Government destroys all of that. We have politicians bemoaning the fact we don't have these strong family units and strong local communities when they are the very ones who have destroyed them and are still destroying them. While the whole time telling us we aren't doing well as a country anymore. Like it isn't the government's fault, it's the media's fault, or it's Hollywood's fault. If you want to really know where to lay the blame, it ultimately falls on our backs, the citizens of this country, because we're allowing our government to run roughshod over us, over our Constitution, and over our freedom and liberty. I'm getting to where I say this on every show. We were here first, then we created the states, then we created the government. That means the buck stops with us. If we would take an active role in managing our government, we wouldn't be having these problems. The government only gets away with what we let it. If we sit out here and let it do what it wants to do, Should we be surprised when it acts like a spoiled child when we try to rein it in, when it throws these temper tantrums? All right, we're up on the last break of the Patrick Riggins Show. When we come back, we'll try to get a couple of things here, cram it all in this last segment. Some stuff about guns and ammo and the Supreme Court, and we'll see what all we get to. This is Patrick Riggins. We'll be back after these messages.